This video is about the cashier sat alone, but the heiress made her a manager. If this story inspires you, please like the video, share it with loved ones, and write in the comments how it touched your heart. The fluorescent lights flickered above the rows of checkout aisles, casting a harsh glow on the monotonous world of grocery shopping. Every day, Sarah Harper, a cashier at Green Valley Market, donned her navy blue uniform, the color representing her quiet struggle for a brighter future. She loved the simple act of ringing out groceries, but the repetitive nature of her job often felt like a weight pressing down on her dreams. Sarah was no stranger to hardship. Growing up in a small town, her family had always struggled financially. Her mother worked 3 jobs while her father suffered from health issues that limited his ability to work. They barely scraped by, and as a child, Sarah had learned the importance of resilience. She found solace in helping others, often volunteering at local shelters, feeding families in need. It was there that her spirit began to bloom, and she realized the power of kindness. At 27, Sarah's life felt stagnant. She awoke early each day, commuting on a tired bus that rattled through the streets of the city, arriving at the market just in time to clock in. Her co-workers were friendly but preoccupied, each lost in their own struggles. The cashiers would exchange polite smiles, but the conversations were brief, shadowed by an unspoken understanding of their daily grind. One afternoon, as Sarah sorted through coupons and scanned items, a new face emerged in the store, a woman dressed in an elegant coat, her aura radiating confidence. The heiress, Olivia Caldwell, had inherited a family fortune but chose to dedicate her life to uplifting others. She believed in empowering those around her, wanting to make an impact beyond her wealth. Olivia had come to Green Valley to launch a community program aimed at helping underprivileged individuals gain skills and confidence. It was a project born from her heart, inspired by the struggles her own mother faced as a single parent. Olivia's plan was ambitious, but she needed a strong team to make it work. As Olivia walked through the aisles, she noticed Sarah's warm demeanor, the way she genuinely interacted with customers. Unlike the disinterested cashier she had encountered at other stores, Sarah's smile was sincere, her laughter brightening the mundane atmosphere. "Excuse me," Olivia said, approaching his station. "I couldn't help but notice how you connect with the customers. It is refreshing." Surprised, Sarah looked up from the register, her eyes widening. "Thank you. I just love helping people, even if it is just for a moment." "That is a rare gift," Olivia replied, her voice earnest. "Have you ever thought about taking on more responsibility? I am looking for someone to help manage a new community program, and I believe you'd be perfect for it." The words hung in the air, and Sarah's heart raced. "Me? I don't have any management experience," she stammered, self-doubt creeping in. "Experience can be built," Olivia reassured her, a gentle smile on her lips. "What matters is your spirit and willingness to learn. We can start small, and I'll guide you through it." That day shifted something deep within Sarah. Olivia's belief in her ignited a spark of hope, the possibility of a future beyond the checkout line. As dusk fell, Sarah returned home, her mind racing with thoughts of taking on a new role. The dream of empowerment echoed in her heart, challenging her doubts. Weeks passed, and Sarah began to work alongside Olivia, learning the ins and outs of management. It was daunting, and there were days when she felt overwhelmed, her insecurities bubbling to the surface. But Olivia's unwavering support pushed her forward. "You can do this, Sarah. Remember, you've already shown resilience through so much," she would remind her. One day, as they sat in the small office above the market, Sarah confided, "I've always wanted to make a difference in people's lives, but I don't know if I am capable of doing something significant." Olivia turned to her, eyes sparkling with understanding. "You've been making a difference every single day. You just need to see it for yourself. Every small act of kindness creates a ripple effect." Inspired, Sarah began organizing community workshops, inviting guests to share their skills. They ranged from cooking classes to budgeting seminars, each session blossoming into a space where families gathered, laughed, and learned. Slowly, the market transformed into a vibrant hub of hope. But old fears lingered, and as the program gained traction, Sarah faced an unexpected challenge. One afternoon, a customer approached with a complaint, a minor issue blown out of proportion. The man was irate, his frustration seeping through the air like poison. Faced with his anger, Sarah felt her resolve falter. She stammered an apology, feeling the weight of judgment from both the customer and her co-workers, who watched from a distance. "What if you don't belong here?" the voice in her head whispered. But just as quickly, she remembered Olivia's words. Taking a deep breath, Sarah found the courage to respond. "I understand your frustration, sir, and I genuinely apologize for the inconvenience. Let us work together to resolve this." As she spoke, Sarah noticed the shift in the man's demeanor. The fire in his eyes dimmed, replaced by surprise at her calmness. By the end of their conversation, the man left with a smile, his anger dissipated. Sarah stepped back, heart racing, realizing she had faced her fears head-on. In that moment, she recognized her own growth not just as a manager but as a person capable of navigating conflict with grace. The experience fueled her determination, proving she belonged in this new role. Days turned into months and Sarah flourished. The community program thrived, attracting participants from all walks of life. She became a beacon of hope, a symbol of resilience forged through kindness. One evening, as Sarah prepared for a workshop, Olivia walked in with a proud grin. "I've heard nothing but amazing feedback about the program. You're doing an incredible job." Overwhelmed, Sarah smiled. "I couldn't have done it without your support. You believed in me when I didn't even believe in myself." "That is the power of community," Olivia replied, her voice full of warmth. "Together, we can accomplish so much more than we can alone." As the workshop commenced, Sarah stood before a room full of eager faces, a mix of hope and nervousness swelling within her. She spoke passionately, sharing her journey and encouraging others to embrace their own struggles. "Life can be tough, but we're tougher," she declared, her voice steady. "Every challenge can lead to growth if we allow it. Let us uplift one another." The room erupted in applause, and Sarah felt a wave of emotion wash over her. In that moment, the cashier who once sat alone had transformed into a leader, a guiding force for others. As the night drew to a close, Sarah stepped outside into the cool air, a smile plastered on her face. The stars sparkled above, illuminating her path ahead. She realized hope was not merely a fleeting feeling, it was a choice, a powerful decision to rise above life's adversities. And so, equipped with newfound strength and determination, Sarah embraced the journey ahead, ready to face new challenges, uplift her community, and inspire countless others along the way. Her heart swelled with gratitude for the Heiress who had seen her potential, igniting a fire that would burn brightly for many years to come. As the weeks turned into months, Sarah's confidence blossomed. The community program had become a vibrant tapestry woven from the threads of shared experiences. Every workshop brought new faces, each person contributing their unique narrative. Sarah reveled in the collective energy, her heart swelling with pride as she guided others toward their own paths of empowerment. On a sunny Saturday afternoon, as the doors of the market swung open, a line of eager participants formed outside. Today's workshop was a cooking class, led by a local chef known for his expertise in healthy, affordable meals. As Sarah prepared the space, she felt a blend of anticipation and apprehension. "Do you think we'll have enough seats?" she asked Olivia, who was setting up tables nearby. "Absolutely, we'll all make it work," Olivia replied, her enthusiasm infectious. "Remember, it's not just about the seats, it's about creating a space where everyone feels welcome." As the workshop commenced, the aroma of spices filled the air, mingling with laughter and conversation. Sarah watched as participants huddled together around the cooking stations, sharing tips and stories. It was a scene Sarah had only dared to dream of, people united, learning and growing together. In the midst of the joy, Sarah noticed a woman standing at the edge of the room, her arms crossed tightly over her chest. She was hesitant, clearly unsure about joining the group. Sarah's heart ached for her. She recognized that familiar fear, the fear of vulnerability. "Hi there, I am Sarah," she said, stepping closer. "Would you like to join us? It's going to be a lot of fun." The woman hesitated, her gaze dropping to the floor. "I don't know. I've never done anything like this before. What if I mess up?" "Mess-ups are part of the process," Sarah assured her with a reassuring smile. "This is a safe space. We're here to support each other. I promise, you'll be amazed at what you can create." With a deep breath, the woman nodded slowly and stepped forward, allowing Sarah's warmth to guide her into the circle. As the class progressed, the woman began laughing, her confidence growing with each stir of the pot. By the end of the session, they had created a delicious meal together, but more importantly, they had woven a bond born from shared experiences. As the participants gathered to share their final dish, Sarah felt a surge of fulfillment. "Look at what we've accomplished together," she exclaimed, her voice filled with excitement. "Each of you played a vital role in creating this meal." Cheers and clinking of forks against plates resonated with the truth of the moment. Sarah realized that this was about more than just cooking. It was about fostering community, creating connections, and igniting the spark of possibility within each person. However, the journey was not without its obstacles. In the midst of this newfound success, Sarah faced an unexpected challenge. As the program gained popularity, external pressures mounted. Some stakeholders at the market questioned the program's value, citing dwindling profits and increased operational costs. One afternoon, as Sarah and Olivia sat in the office, the tension in the air was palpable. Olivia's brow was furrowed, her hands clasped tightly in front of her. "I just received an email from corporate," she said, her voice heavy with concern. "They're reconsidering cutting our budget and scaling back the community program." Sarah's heart sank. "But we're making a difference, Olivia. Look at the turnout. The people in our community rely on this." "I know," Olivia replied, her voice barely above a whisper. "But they were not seeing the bigger picture. They just want numbers." The weight of their predicament pressed down on Sarah's chest, and self-doubt crept in. "What if we can't save it?" she asked, her voice trembling. "What if everything we've built falls apart?" Olivia moved closer, placing a comforting hand on Sarah's shoulder. "We've built something beautiful together, and we can't give up now. We need to show them the impact we're having. Let us gather testimonies from participants and highlight the change we're making." With revitalized determination, Sarah poured herself into gathering stories and testimonials. She reached out to participants, encouraging them to share their experiences with the program, and the responses flooded in, each one more powerful than the last. One participant, a single mother named Maria, recounted how the budgeting workshop had helped her manage her finances more effectively. "I used to feel lost, but now I have a plan for my family's future," she said, her eyes shining with hope. Sarah and Olivia believed in us when no one else did. Another participant, an elderly man named Mr. Thompson, shared how the cooking classes had reignited his passion for food, bringing him closer to his grandchildren. "I never thought I could teach them something," he said with a grin, "but now we were making memories together." As Sarah compiled these powerful stories, she realized she was not just gathering testimonials, she was weaving a tapestry of resilience and hope. Each story echoed the essence of the community program, illustrating its profound impact on individuals and families. Finally, the day arrived for Sarah and Olivia to present their findings to the stakeholders. As they stood before a room filled with corporate executives, Sarah's heart raced. She felt a mix of fear and determination coursing through her veins. She looked at Olivia, who nodded encouragingly. "Thank you for allowing us to address you today," Sarah began, her voice steady despite her nerves. "We understand the financial concerns, but it is crucial to see beyond numbers. We're rebuilding a community." With passion, Sarah shared the testimonials highlighting the powerful transformations that had taken place. She spoke of resilience, joy, and the beauty of human connection. The room was silent as she shared the stories, the weight of her words hanging in the air. And then a miracle happened. As Sarah finished, one of the executives, a woman with sharp features and a reputation for being tough, leaned forward, her eyes glistening with understanding. "You've made a compelling case, sir," she said, her voice softening. "It seems we've been too focused on the bottom line. Let us give this program the resources it needs to flourish." Relief washed over Sarah like a tide, and applause erupted in the room. Tears brimmed in her eyes as she shared a grateful glance with Olivia, who beamed with pride. As the meeting adjourned, Sarah felt the weight of the world lift from her shoulders. They had not only preserved the program, but had also forged a deeper commitment to the community. Hope had triumphed over adversity once again. With renewed vigor, Sarah and Olivia continued to expand the community program, introducing new workshops and initiatives that addressed the diverse needs of their neighbors. Sarah felt as if she was finally where she belonged, a leader, an advocate, and a source of inspiration. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of gold and pink, Sarah stood outside the market, reflecting on the journey. The laughter of families echoed around her, a testament to the community they had built together. "Sarah, can we talk?" The familiar voice interrupted her thoughts. It was Maria, the single mother from the budgeting workshop. "Of course," Sarah said, her heart warm with affection. "I just wanted to thank you," Maria said, her voice trembling with emotion. "You've changed my life. I used to feel so overwhelmed, but now I have hope. I can provide for my children and give them a better future." Tears welled in Sarah's eyes as she embraced Maria tightly. "You found that strength within yourself, Maria. I am just here to help you see it." As they stood there, surrounded by laughter and camaraderie, Sarah realized that her purpose was not just to lead but to uplift others, to illuminate their paths toward hope and resilience. Together, they were igniting a collective spirit of kindness and empowerment that would ripple through generations. And so, as the stars twinkled above, Sarah understood that her journey was just beginning. With every challenge conquered, she was reminded that the beauty of the human spirit could shine brightest in the face of adversity. In the heart of Green Valley, she was destined to help others rise, embracing the incredible power of community and the unyielding strength found in each individual story. As the seasons changed, Green Valley Market buzzed with energy. Laughter echoed through the aisles, and the community program thrived like a well-tended garden. Sarah found herself immersed in a whirlwind of activities, each day bringing new faces eager to learn and grow. One chilly afternoon, Sarah set up for a workshop on career development, a topic she felt deeply passionate about. Having risen from the checkout line to a managerial position, she understood the importance of seizing opportunities. The room buzzed with anticipation as participants trickled in, their eyes reflecting eagerness and curiosity. "Hey, Sarah," called out a young man named David, who had attended several of her workshops. "What's the secret to your success? You've inspired so many of us." Sarah chuckled softly, grateful for their appreciation. "There's no secret, David. It's about believing in yourself and putting in the work. I am just here to guide you along the way." The workshop began, and Sarah spoke passionately about resilience and the power of perseverance. "Life will throw challenges at you," she said, pacing the room. "But it's how we respond that defines us. Embrace your struggles, they shape you." As the participants engaged in lively discussions, Sarah felt a surge of fulfillment. The shared stories resonated deeply, each one a testament to the common thread of hope weaving them together. When the workshop ended, several attendees approached her with gratitude shining in their eyes. "Thank you, Sarah," said Maria, her voice steady. "I've been so lost since the divorce, but your words today gave me hope. I am going to apply for that job I've been dreaming about." "Go for it, Maria," Sarah encouraged, her heart swelling with pride. "You deserve every bit of success." However, even as the community program flourished, challenges continued to loom. One afternoon, Sarah received an email from corporate announcing an unexpected visit from the regional manager. The news sent ripples of anxiety through the team. "Sarah, do you think they'll cut our funding?" Olivia asked, her brow furrowed with concern. "I don't know," Sarah replied, her heart racing. "But we have to show them the impact we're making. We can't let our fears dictate our future." Days passed, and the impending visit loomed like a storm cloud. The team collaborated tirelessly, preparing presentations and gathering feedback from participants. Each success story felt like a lifeline, anchoring Sarah's resolve in the face of uncertainty. On the day of the visit, the atmosphere in the market was electric, a blend of excitement and dread. Sarah paced nervously in her office, rehearsing her speech under her breath. "You've got this," she whispered to herself, searching for a glimmer of reassurance. As the clock ticked closer to the meeting, Olivia entered, her demeanor calm yet focused. "Remember, Sarah, this isn't just about keeping our funding, it is about showing them the heart of what we do." "You're right," Sarah said, taking a deep breath. "This program is bigger than us, it is about our community, our people." When the regional manager, Mr. Simmons, arrived, Sarah felt her pulse quicken. With a stern expression and sharp suit, he exuded authority, and the fear in Sarah's gut intensified. She steeled herself, reminding herself of the lives that depended on their success. "Thank you for having me today," Mr. Simmons began, his voice commanding the room. "I am here to assess the effectiveness of your community program and determine its future." Sarah stepped forward, her heart racing. "Mr. Simmons, thank you for being here. We've gathered testimonials from participants that showcase the tremendous impact we've had." With that, she launched into their presentation, sharing powerful stories of transformation and resilience. As she spoke, she felt the room shift, her passion igniting a flicker of interest in Mr. Simmons' expression. "Sarah, let me ask you," he interjected, "what metrics are you using to measure your success?" "We focus on personal stories, growth, and the community's response," Sarah replied, her voice steady. "Each workshop has reached individuals who felt disconnected, and we're helping them find their paths." The discussion that followed was intense, filled with questions and answers. Sarah's heart raced, but she remained resolute. She believed in the vision they had created, the lives they had touched, and she poured her soul into every answer. At the end of the presentation, Mr. Simmons leaned back in his chair, a thoughtful expression crossing his face. "Your passion is evident, and I can see the benefits you've brought to the community, but I need to see numbers backed by concrete results." He paused, eyeing the room before he continued, "I am not convinced that this program is sustainable without a clear financial strategy." As anxiety swept through Sarah, she felt the weight of doubt creeping back in. What if the hard work crumbled before their eyes? But just then, Olivia spoke up, her voice steady. "Mr. Simmons, we understand the need for metrics. If given the chance, we can develop a plan that combines qualitative and quantitative data." Do you believe it can be done? T asked, looking directly at Sarah. Yes, she replied, her voice firmer than she felt. We recommitted to this, and we can prove its value if you allow us the time. Mr. Simmons considered her words, and a silence fell over the room. I'll give you a chance, but you'll need to present a detailed plan within 3 months. If you succeed, we'll support the program. If not, well, time will tell. With that, the meeting adjourned, leaving Sarah and Olivia reeling from the weight of their new challenge. We have to make this work, Sarah said, her heart heavy with responsibility. Together, we will, Olivia replied, determination shining in her eyes. We've come too far to back down now. And so, the clock began to tick, and a sense of urgency enveloped them. Sarah rallied the team, and they brainstormed tirelessly, combining their strengths to formulate a plan. Days turned into weeks, and the pressure mounted. But each late night spent working together deepened their bond and determination. Finally, they were ready. On the day of the follow-up presentation, Sarah felt a mixture of nerves and excitement. The stakes had never been higher, but she was fueled by the stories of the people they had touched. As she stood before Mr. Simmons, she presented their plan with renewed vigor. This is not just about numbers, it's about lives, Sarah declared passionately. We have data to show engagement, attendance, and participant feedback, but more than that, we have stories of triumph. As she shared the testimonies once more, Sarah felt the power of vulnerability in the room. She saw Mr. Simmons' expression soften, a flicker of recognition sparking in his eyes. Sarah, I can see your commitment, he said after her presentation. I'll give you the support you need for the next year. Relief washed over her, and the weight of uncertainty lifted as the applause erupted in the room. They had done it. Later, as the team celebrated the victory, Sarah couldn't help but reflect on how far she had come. I couldn't have done this without all of you, she said, her voice trembling with gratitude. We were not just a team, we were a family. As they embraced amidst laughter and cheers, Sarah felt a sense of fulfillment wash over her. They had faced challenges together and emerged stronger, a testament to the beauty of resilience and the power of community. And as the sun set over a green valley, Sarah knew that the journey ahead would continue to be filled with hurdles, joys, and lessons. But she held on to the belief that, together, they could overcome anything. The human spirit shone brightly in the faces of those around her, a constant reminder that hope could thrive even in the most uncertain of times. As the morning sun streamed through the windows of the Green Valley Market, a renewed energy filled the air. Sarah stood behind the counter, her hands deftly scanning items and greeting customers with a warm smile. Gone were the days of feeling invisible. She had transformed her role into one of purpose and connection. Weeks had passed since they had secured the future of the community program with the support of Mr. Simmons. The excitement of that victory lingered, but Sarah knew that each success brought its own set of challenges. She was determined to keep up the momentum, to ensure that the program continued to thrive in touch alouds. Hey Sarah. David called out as he entered the store, his voice bubbling with enthusiasm. I just got the job, the one I interviewed for after your workshop. David, that's amazing. Sarah exclaimed, her heart swelling with pride. I knew you could do it, you showed so much determination. David beamed, his excitement contagious. Thank you for believing in me, I couldn't have done it without your guidance. As they chatted, Sarah noticed a mother with her young daughter standing nearby, their eyes drawn to the colorful flyer advertising the upcoming community workshop. The mother looked hesitant, her fingers nervously fidgeting with the edges of the flyer. Hi there, I am Sarah, she said, stepping closer to them. Are you interested in our workshop? The woman hesitated, glancing down at her daughter, who tugged at her arm. I don't know if we can make it. I've been so overwhelmed lately, and I don't want to let anyone down. What is your name? Sarah asked gently. Amy, the woman replied quietly. Well, Amy, I want you to know that everyone here has felt overwhelmed at some point. This workshop is a safe space where we can lift each other up. You'd be amazed at how much we can support one another. Amy's eyes softened as she met Sarah's gaze. I've just been struggling, trying to juggle everything. I don't want to fail my daughter. Being a parent is tough, Sarah affirmed, her voice steady. But remember, showing up is half the battle. Your daughter will see your effort, and that in itself will inspire her. Amy took a deep breath and finally nodded. Okay, we'll come. Thank you for encouraging me. As Sarah watched them walk away, she felt a sense of fulfillment wash over her. Helping others find their strength had become her greatest passion, and she reveled in each small victory alongside the community. Yet, as the weeks rolled on into the winter months, Sarah sensed an undercurrent of tension brewing beneath the surface. While the workshops thrived, attendance began to dwindle as the holiday season approached. People were busy and distracted, and Sarah began to worry that their hard work might not be enough to sustain the program. One chilly afternoon, as snowflakes drifted lazily outside, Sarah and Olivia convened in the small office above the market. The atmosphere was thick with uncertainty. "Olivia," Sarah said, her voice barely above a whisper, "what if the community program doesn't survive the winter?" Olivia looked at her brow furrowed with concern. "We've built something amazing, Sarah, but we do need to adapt. Maybe we could host a holiday event to draw people back in." Sarah's eyes lit up at the idea. "That could work. We can offer fun activities for families, maybe a holiday cooking class, and a gift wrapping station. People love coming together during this time of year." "Exactly." Olivia's smile widened as she grew animated. "And we can invite local businesses to contribute, fostering community support. It will remind everyone what this program represents: connection and collaboration." With renewed determination, they began planning the event. Sarah reached out to local businesses, securing donations of supplies and ingredients, while Olivia organized volunteers to assist during the festivities. Each call and email sparked a glimmer of hope, reminding Sarah that they were not alone in this endeavor. As the day of the holiday event dawned, the market transformed into a winter wonderland. Colorful lights twinkled overhead, and the aroma of baking cookies filled the air. Families gathered to celebrate, laughter blending with the music playing softly in the background. Sarah set up the cooking station, her heart thrumming with excitement as eager participants signed up. "Welcome, everyone," she called out, her voice vibrant. "Today, we're going to create delicious holiday treats together. Let us make some memories." Hands busily whipped cream and stirred batter, and soon the room was filled with the scents of cinnamon and sugar. Sarah moved from group to group, offering encouragement and sharing her own love for cooking. "Sarah, this is the best," the young girl exclaimed, her cheeks flushed with happiness. "I can't wait to show my dad what we made. Your family will love it, I promise." Sarah replied, her heart swelling with joy. She glanced around the room, witnessing families uniting and sharing moments of laughter, and her spirit soared. As the evening progressed, Sarah spotted Amy again, this time with a group of friends and her daughter. They were deep in conversation, smiles brightening their faces. Amy caught Sarah's eye and walked over, her demeanor transformed. "Sarah," she called excitedly. "Thank you for encouraging me to come today. This has been wonderful for us. My daughter has made friends, and I feel like I am finally part of something." "Seeing you here makes me so happy, Amy," Sarah replied, her voice warm. "You're part of our community now, and your story matters. Thank you for sharing it with us." After the holiday event concluded, Sarah felt a sense of accomplishment wash over her. The community had come together stronger than ever, and she knew that resilience thrived in the heart of Green Valley. But just as they celebrated their success, a new challenge emerged. The following week, Sarah received an alarming email from corporate announcing another financial review. The business was experiencing a downturn, and there was a possibility that funding for the community program could be threatened once again. "Olivia, we need to prepare for a meeting with corporate," Sarah said, her voice shaking. "I can let everything we've built fall apart." Olivia nodded, determination shining in her eyes. "We've fought for this before, and we can do it again. Let us gather our stories, our successes, and show them the impact we've made." Together, they compiled data and testimonials, preparing for a meeting that weighed heavily on their hearts. As they rehearsed their presentation, Sarah's mind buzzed with doubt. What if they don't see the value? What if they shut us down? "Then we'll fight harder," Olivia replied fiercely. "We've come too far to back down now." As the day of the meeting arrived, nervous anticipation filled the air. Sarah stood before the corporate panel, her heart racing as she began to speak. "Thank you for meeting with us," she said, her voice trembling. "Today, we want to share the stories of the people we've impacted. This program is more than just numbers, it's about real lives and connections." As she shared heartfelt testimonials, she caught sight of Amy in the audience, her eyes filled with encouragement. Drawing strength from the support around her, Sarah pressed on, sharing their successes and the joy they had brought to the community. At the end of her presentation, there was a tense silence. The executives exchanged glances, and Sarah held her breath, praying for a favorable outcome. Finally, the head of the panel spoke. "While we appreciate your enthusiasm, we need to see more concrete metrics of success. Without that, we can't justify further funding." Sarah's heart sank, but Olivia jumped in. "We understand, but we can develop a metric system that aligns with your expectations. We recommitted to making this program sustainable, and we'll prove it." After a long deliberation, the panel ultimately agreed to a trial period, giving Sarah and Olivia 3 months to refine their metrics and demonstrate the program's tangible impact. As they exited the boardroom, relief washed over Sarah, but anxiety lingered. 3 months isn't long, she said, her voice shaky. What if we can deliver results? We won't just deliver, we'll exceed expectations. Olivia replied, her determination palpable. We'll work together and we'll make it happen. With her new purpose, Sarah rallied the team, brainstorming initiatives that aligned with the corporate expectations while staying true to the heart of the program. They implemented feedback forms and tracked attendance, emphasizing the positive experiences of participants. As the months rolled on, Sarah felt the weight of responsibility, but she also felt the warmth of community support. Families returned to the workshops, eager to learn and share their experiences, and new faces appeared, eager to join the movement they were building. On the final day of the trial period, Sarah stood before a gathering of participants, her heart brimming with gratitude. Thank you all for being here today. Your stories matter, and each of you has made this program what it is. She shared the progress they had made, highlighting the metrics of success they had achieved together. We've each seen a 30% increase in attendance and countless stories of transformation that remind us of the impact we have on each other's lives. As she concluded, a familiar voice called out from the crowd. Sarah, you've inspired us all to believe in ourselves. You are not just a manager, you are a leader. A wave of applause erupted, and Sarah felt